Hello, everyone. Part two, possibly. Yeah. So it had settings wrong. Obviously my doing because no one else it can be. Um, so hopefully that's. I think that looks right on what I can see. Uh, Hello, Mr. Gould. Does my picture look okay, or is it look shite? Because this is my second attempt at it because it was all very small and little. So does it look okay, mate? I think it looks okay to me now, but yeah, it would help if I was on the right computer. So looks okay on mobile. Fuck it, I'll take that, dude. You know, I can float with that. Uh, yeah, I got to just keep checking that side because got something over on that one. Right. Well, I'm somewhere. Where am I? I'm in Duras Marina. I'm loaded with medical vaccines that have just come in off the boat, and we're now going to take them to Berlin to save the world. Allegedly. I'm going to turn that on and that on. If I had my other glasses on, I'd see what the hell I was doing. It's quite nice like that, actually. The other control. It's just the other fan. Okay. Just ring it for now. Just in the door set. Start the truck. Otherwise, I'll be late in my little shiny V8. That's not a handbrake, that's throttle controls. Of course, what could I have possibly forgot to do? Change the steering wheel controls. Need a pro. I might actually start getting this Fanatec software to start on start just so it's there. Set up 3 trucks. Of course, I get it to do that. Well, that's quite cool. The computer display on top of the DB. Is it DD2? Podium DD2. It just needed new brackets. Did the driver have anything to do with why it no longer had its previously installed backup? Yeah, definitely. That's quite a cool feature now. Now I've actually had it updated properly. So their update was a little bit sketchy. Uh, and if you wanted to actually do any kind of racing, if you use one of their wheels, your up and down shifts will hit and miss. I don't use one of theirs. I use a cube control wheel mainly. So it didn't really bother me. But they have now sorted it by the looks of it. I had no problems using my other wheels on it. All the display now works properly on top of it. So it's now showing the gear and fuel and showing some other stuff I don't really need. I don't think I'm going to go into a DRS zone anytime soon, but you never know. I mean, That's there, that's there. Change the steering wheel, change this, change that. I seem to have picked up my little audio click again. Absolutely no idea why. Which is very, very disappointing. I'm going to wind the gate back on that. Mic a little bit. Well, at least somebody stayed on and got it done. Oh, fuck. Which way are we going? It's the out, not behind. Jackknife. Just go around in a great big circle, but like a complete thing. Not like most probably have, but I think you to start with. One thing I am going to quickly look at is steering wheel rotation within the game, because it looks off. That's a me thing. It's a me thing. Yeah, wheel animation. 270 degrees. That would most probably do it. That's most probably right. It looks darn near bloody awful. Well, it does to me anyway. So, I've set it for auto, so it should be bloody right. 1990. It's quite a good year, 1990. Sorry, everyone. OCD and all that. Magic number. Let's pass the magic break. Sure, there is. Let's just go in the middle. Is a little bit less, but oh, Mr. Gould. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll have to adjust that then. Obviously, that was a very big, long message. Fucking hell. It deletes everything back. Sorry, mate. It's taken over the world. So we've got to chuck some miles in because the company needs it. It's getting a little bit closer at the top. I'm a little bit disappointed why I've got the occasional audio click back in my ears. There obviously be something in there that it don't like. I just don't know what. Yeah, it's not the easiest job to do this on, are they? Bloody great everything's. Yeah. I don't miss my time as a truck fitter or truck technician. Good skill to learn. It's served me very, very well within my chosen career, obviously. Nice big heavy calipers to take off. I think my new capture card's come as well. I'm going to try a different capture card. Same as our Carpy Dazzle. It's running on his to see whether or not I can get this to project over 3 screens like it should do. This way. It's quite handy. It's a nice little cut back on it. I will adjust that very shortly because that's really bugging the shit out of me. What's it not allowed to write more than fucking bastard 5 words? Actually, it's pissed me off so much. I'm just doing it right now. Problem is, I found it. No relevant interest in whatsoever. I find all of that. It's going well so far, isn't it? Bot that keeps coming in and being an absolute fucking sausage. Um, I didn't even realise this. There's actually settings in here um, that I actually had no idea about. But wow, just follow verifications, chat rooms. I don't know. Just don't play anything wrong for the minute. It's in fucking. Tyres are up. I want some new tyres on the on the fucking back of the truck. Why did you want to play up audio? Whether or not to patch a tyre. I just called a tyre fitter out, mate. That's the easiest way for that one. Yeah, it's a bit of an area now, isn't it? Tyre safety. I mean, there never used to be any rules, laws, pretty much govern any of it. You could just do whatever. You know. Yeah. I mean, I personally, I won't. If if I worked for a company that put a remold on the front steer or had a repair or anything like that, nowhere. So, I wonder why I've got this funny audio. It's most peculiar. I've got a feeling it's to do with wavelength itself. I really, really do. Yeah, it's the only way to do it, really. Stick them on a mid-lift, stick them on a steer on a trailer if you run them like that. So there's not a lot of people that do run the steers like that. Well, I suppose we run them on flats. But we run super singles on the front, so. Yeah, well, say it's trailer tyres still cost, one goes off, cost a lot of money. Billy car. I watched I watched a foreign driver this morning, no, yesterday morning, do the Europe, because I mean the Europeans, I just don't have a clue of how to drive around. They were invented, I think, by the British anyway, so it's bound to be confusing. But they just, you see the foreign drivers, the truck drivers, they come up to a roundabout, they're going to turn right at the roundabout, so they stay in the left-hand lane, put the right-hand indicator on, then drive around the whole outside of the roundabout when it's 2 lanes going up to the roundabout, 2 lanes straight over, and then they just stay on the left hand. We're just going to drive, but you sat on the left-hand side to truck, mate. So how are you going to see? Needless to say, they don't understand that obviously you should move over to the right-hand side because you're going to turn right at a roundabout. They think they can just stay on the left, you know. But that's how they do it. That's how they do it abroad. I'm not going to hit the lorry, but I will take the car out. Companies shouldn't run all they big posh trucks. One of the previous places I worked at, they did a deal with Goodyear. Run a lot of trucks. Did run a lot of trucks back then, and Goodyear wanted to do a 6-month tyre test So, Jesus Christ. Oh, look at him fly. Clip that, and I don't. I'm going to crash again. Clip that. That was worth it, because he did fly well. No, you're not coming by me. Feeling in a slightly aggressive way, driving towards the traffic now. Yeah, but anyway, going back to yeah, so Goodyear decided they were going to change every single tyre, every single truck, to their own exact specifications. There was like about 35 trucks. It was done over a weekend. There was an Arctic. Could have even been 2 Arctics turned up with all these tyres. And there was about 8 tyre fitters that went through the entire, every single truck, changed all the tyres, everything. Then we had about 40, 50 tyres in stock in the warehouse. And if you had to change a tyre, oh, you got an advert. It says to me adverts won't start till 3 minutes, but I don't know. But yeah, so if they had a puncture or anything like that, and if there was an issue with it up the road, they got a puncture, only a certain company could go out and they could only put a temporary tyre on it. Then as soon as it come back, that had to be done, and they had to ask. Nightmare. But the money it must have cost Goodyear at the time, because they didn't pay for any of this, just on the trucks. It was obviously to get data. But yeah, so it's quite mad. And the company got to run for 6 months with no tyre costs at all. Yeah, mine's got Continentals on the front, and then these, because obviously my truck is it's a Cat 3, so it's a 120 ton truck. It's got these bloody great Michelin things on it, but it was meant to have come factory spec the way it is, and I was like, oh right, okay. Well, if it's come factory, why has it got Michelins on the double drive, but Continentals on the front then? I said, so it could have never come with the super single spec tyres on the front. Oh, well, I said, where's the Michelin's gone that would have come with it? It's either that or they reckon that it's potentially, this is main dealer, they needed a set of tyres, so they robbed them off because it had been sat there waiting so long in storage. And then just put Continentals back on there. I don't mind the Continentals, mate, they're alright. Quite expensive. The Michelins are proper meaty things. Quite a blocky tyre, that is. But yeah, so it's plated for 120 tons, so big boy's toy. Hello, Jane. Welcome back. Yes, my fault. My fault entirely. Um, when I was trying to import the profiles for the start, the screens, I tried to do it one way. That wasn't overly successful, but it did import a profile, and for whatever, I have no idea why, that profile set the screen resolution to what you were seeing. Um, and it wasn't until I changed it back to untitled, as it is at the moment, then it wouldn't change it. As soon as I actually clicked it over it, it all jumped back and things were fine. But in the downside to it, I've managed to pick up my audio clip. It's plagued me for months and months and months. Yeah, at least the pictures are working. Now I have this stream running on 3 screens. But the capture card, the new Elgato capture card has arrived. I don't know if I'm going to attempt to try it tonight, because I honestly don't know if I can be bloody well asked. I might do. I'm not going to stream for too long tonight. I might have if it wasn't doing this audio. I don't know if you can hear the odd. It's like a snicking noise. I don't know if that's being picked up in the stream or not. Just did it then. That's interesting. So it's something coming through. Something coming through to me then. So it only ever used to do it in ETS, and then it's found its way into into pretty much everything. But it hasn't done it for, well, since I've actually started back streaming. Stopped doing it, and I'm like, okay, this is amazing and fantastic, and I'm so happy. I've done nothing today. It's found its way. Admittedly, my Stream Deck is not giving me any pots at the moment, so whether there's an update. Yes, a little ticking noise occasionally. All I can do is apologise and say that somewhere it's got a problem, which it does bug the living shit out of me to the point that I would just like to take a hammer to all of it. But then that's generally my answer to everything. Because there's no rhyme or reason to it. You know, thing. I would say it's yeah, it is barely audible, but it's whatever it is. Just this, you know, things are wired as they should be, but I had it before I put everything together. So I have no idea what's causing it. None at all. But for it not to do it, here you go, car. You better run. I'm gonna come for you, car. I'm gonna have you. No, it's not all the time. No, it's every now and then it will stop for a while, and then it does it again. But I've got a feeling it's wavelength. I honestly do believe it's wavelength. But then I've got to be honest, in a lot of respects, I don't overly rate wavelength's very handy for what it does, but I don't think it's very good. No, no, I honestly don't. I don't know what it is or what's causing it. I have thought about deleting wavelength temporarily, getting rid of it all, um, and just trying it with just the bare, you know, headset plugged straight into that. Um, so I do notice that there's no filter running, and I'm not getting anything on the stream PC input. So something tells me that the signal I'm picking up, something's not right. I don't know why that is. That should be on. If it's got one of the sources is right. It's so bloody confusing how this is all working at the moment. It just, well, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's completely fucking bamboozling if I'm brutally honest with you. It's really fucking strange why this channel's not picking anything up when it's actually meant to be the channel that brings it back to me, if that makes sense. I daren't try and put an effect on it a minute, because that would just fucking completely do it. I've got a feeling it's to do with the fact that that's running. It's still not picking up the return feed. Um, just, it never seems to make. I'm sure somebody out there actually understands how all this complete voodoo and black magic works, but why it's why that's not doing what it should be doing. I just do not. Because according to this, it's actually not picking. The microphone's not actually picking up to hear back on mine. I can see it working obviously on that side of it. That's most probably why I might be better off removing this Stream Deck Plus completely from the gaming PC. Because all it does is send, but you do need it on either PC really, so you can control all your channels. But Daz did say to run all your sounds on, obviously on the stream PC. Don't have it just all you want to send from the game PC. It's the game audio across. Then all I should be doing is hearing back. But it's a weird sound. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and other days I feel like I most probably could be emotional about it. So according to this, there's actually no audio from this PC going across. So that most probably could have something to do with it. Action required. Back up this PC. Choose an output. Where to play the sound. For some weird reason, it doesn't pick up the cast, which now seems to have switched itself off as well. It is a ball ache. I'm not going to deny that. It's certainly not for the faint heart. Now, in theory, that's working. Hopefully. But I could be wrong. I think that'll give. That might work a bit better. Don't know. Is that picking the fan noise up as well? Just as a curiosity. I've been going for 49 minutes. I've yet to have drove more than about 100, 200 kilometres. This is like being at work. But if I can't work this audio noise out eventually, I'm going to be honest, I'm most probably going to buy a new PC. And I'm just going to get rid of this one. Because it is just starting to grate on my nerves so fucking bad that I'll just chuck this fucker in a skip. So I'm getting more and more problems with it. Hello, Mr. Smiler. You prefer that? You prefer me at the bottom, do you, sir? All I say is anything for you, flower. I didn't even put my streaming light on. I thought, oh well, I've most probably got enough light around me with the screens, to be honest. I could do with saving the electricity bill. No, even though that's coming back on its fucking whatever it is backwards now, it's still occasionally hear it. You can see more of my bald head. I haven't altered the camera position. Most probably made the duper chat fucking bigger. Oh, that's the map I can see. I was just looking at the back because I haven't actually sized the screen very well. There's been a few, you know, technical things. I'm just looking at going, what the actual bejesus is that? And I was here looking, going, I don't know what that is. But yeah, that's obviously where I haven't sized it. I've got a little coloury surround to go around it, but I have got an alert box that might pop up if something happens. I don't know. That was a big pop then. Anyway, worst things happen at sea if you're in the English Channel. Balkan Trans. I put the steering wheel back on. I can't sort the camera angle out so it comes down properly. It won't tilt anymore. Need to get this bit right after what happened. Yes, yesterday. Sometimes wonder if it'd be easier to just go back to actually playing a game with a Xbox controller. I'm going to try and stream. I think I'm going to try and do a VTC convoy. I should have really looked in there tonight to see if there is a VTC convoy. I have a look. I should really look. Really didn't. Wish I had my other glasses on like that. Big ass haulage. Let's have a look and see what's going on. There's an awful lot of people in there, everyone. So, are you looking for an active VTC? Well, big ass haulage could be the one for you. stuff about a VTC evening. Yeah, I might have screwed up. Hello, Jane. They're about to do a convoy. There's me ranting and raving about it. I don't even see it. Yeah. But yeah, maybe try and sort something out for tomorrow. See if there's a few that'll do it. Well, no, what's it, Thursday tomorrow? So maybe not Thursday. I've got to try and fit stuff around the iRacing as well, because as much as I love driving in ETS and stuff, I'm far more interested in iRacing, car racing, than I am driving a lorry. So, this is the day job. Loads of other stuff to go and do, and lost time earlier, obviously setting up the new screens, or whatever you want to call them, scenes. Mate, it's not going to happen for you, trust me, it ain't going to happen. Here you go, have it. No damage. Oopsie. This one might be for you, Jane. Let's just see if we can get it to go on. It's definitely got potential for it. Not the best. I need maybe pick a car. No, Jane, I'll do another one for you in a minute. It's a white car coming. Really want to get it to fly if we can. Try the damage on that. Didn't want to fly. Oh, dinner. What we got? What we got? I had digestive biscuits for dinner. Ooh, better. That was a bit better. Bits and pieces. Yeah, I had some digestives before I came on, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually thinking about having nothing. Getting better. But it is better when you do it in a convoy. I think the physics work better. You can really get it to actually get the other vehicle to explode then. Anyway, this is all very irresponsible, and I'm demonstrating a bad way to drive. I just wish I could do it in IRL. It'd be fantastic. Some people really do deserve it, I think, on some days on the road. Gone up to 106 followers now. That's pretty bloody mad, really. Been this way before. That's not according to the yellow that's filling in anyway. So it's pretty cool. So what's people's thoughts then? Would you want me to stream learning to play Flight Sim 24? You know. Just thinking, you know. Because I'm not very good at Flight Sim anyway. I am learning it. You would. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to get it. I've meant to have done it all yesterday, and I just, you know, well, you know what I was doing, Jane, with all of this, so. I'm trying to learn a learn a track for the community race on Laguna Seca. I've got Flight Sim, but I was going to buy, well, I've got it in my basket to buy the new version, Flight Sim 24. I have got it there, I just didn't pull the pin on it yet because there'd been so many how's the word to put it, negative reviews when it came out. It's been so bad. People have just said don't bother with it yet. You know, play obviously FS20 or whatever, and go. You know, so I've sort of been doing a bit on that. I'm still doing a lot of the tutorials on it. So landing is still something I'm learning, but I do enjoy flight sim. I find it great. I certainly can't do. You see some of them there. They're talking to air traffic control about Golf Bravo, Hotel Romeo, Tango Charlie, whatever, and I'm just like, you know, maybe not. But there are some guys that really, really, you know, and you see some of these people's setups, and it blows me away to think that these people are actually sat in whatever room they have in their house, and what is the resemblance of an Airbus 320 or 380, which is pretty bloody mind-blowing, and all the different panels and all the different switches, and I'm just like that going, I have enough trouble with the Stream Deck button box. No, I'm going to get it anyway, Jay. It's, you know, so yeah, it's because it's got a career mode in it, and I was thinking, well, I could actually start that from scratch and just basically see how it goes. I've never done the helicopter flying. I mean, I have enough trouble trying to get an aeroplane. I can say that one thing I have learned is that the Lancaster, World War II Lancaster bomber, doesn't. No, sorry, that's wrong. Not the Vulcan bomber, Cold War bomber, will not take off as yet. That I've been able to do it from St. Just in Cornwall. It needs a bigger runway, and when it takes off, it goes into a stall because you sort of jump it off the side of the hill there. Yeah. So I've learned that some things seem to be quite realistic. Actually, the whole thing, I think, is. I think I've said before, one of the lads at work who works in our IT department is using it to be trained as a pilot. He's training to be a professional pilot. Fair play to him. But, I couldn't do all the buttons and switches. I just want to press them all. I'm not entirely sure that that would be appropriate. I got permission to build what I'm here now with, and I would dearly love to do a flight simulator as well, but it would require another room. It's just no way that's ever. Well, it could happen. I don't think it. I don't think me and Cal would get on too well afterwards. She's been pretty bloody good, to be honest. So been pretty lucky there. She has to put up with a lot. Come on, I got to fill this bit in. I got to fill it in. Ooh, squeaky. At least I've got air orts now. So I've got to do some of them. I don't know, funny things to put in chat, I suppose. You can do something with your channel points with. That would be something to look at. So that's on the list of things to do. To get the other background to work, as far as I can work it out, I need to make the screen I'm on now slightly smaller, so it go, I don't know, because it's a screen and I want a border, don't I? I might ask the lovely Lanny if she could most probably sort something out there for me. Yeah, thinking possible a few redeems for possibly trying to drive outside cab like they used to do. I don't think that I'll be going down the route of lots of flashing lights and control of lights and all the rest of it. I think you can do that with my lights as well. I mean, at the moment they're all showing white around me, so I didn't change the input for it. So, I think, well, they're actually still set for iRacing flags, so. There we go. Changing red. Let's come out. Right. Or you can go blue. So we go green. There's loads of colours for purples. I do purples. Pinkies. Red. But yeah, you can do all sorts of them, but I just, that's, to be honest, Jane, that is really what I'm thinking. I'm on about thinking something, to spend some waste some channel points on, put some funny sound alerts on or something. Obviously put some background tunes on, sort the audio in and out for that. I just need to speak to Daz on that, because I understand what the ruling is for on here. Nearly said it, but on the other channels, I can be found with that one with the red sign. I don't know what the rules are for that, so I was going to do it tonight, and then I bailed. I bailed thinking, well, I don't want to screw that because I've only just started that, so I honestly don't know. I have got I have obviously got tunes that I could pay, that I took a subscription out for, that I'm not overly impressed with, and I must remember to cancel it. Yeah, there's another channel you can watch stuff on, Jane, that's got like the little camera in it, and the logo might be a bit red. I've got to be careful, because Daz was saying that somebody was doing across multiple platforms and was talking about this, talking about that, and mentioning each one and all the rest of it. And then he was actually banned from on here, or on from where you're watching. Which was quite quite mad. And as regards to the one that goes talk of tick, well, turns out you need 1,000 followers to be able to go live on that. So I was like, wow. Or to obviously cross-platform it. Which sort of blew me away a little bit, really. I thought, that's actually a hell of a lot of people. I can't believe there's enough people to actually partake in that. So although I've got the ability to actually do it, I can't actually do it because it says no. I stopped in the middle of the road, didn't I? Right, on into the dark. There's a surprise with ETS. Driving in the dark. This cab is nicely illuminated. I think this truck will look absolutely fantastic across all three screens. For me, anyway. I might try this capture card once I finish this job. I don't think it's going to do it. I don't think it's going to work, but it does do a higher refresh rate and stuff. So it'd be great if it did. But it just will not capture. I've tried all the different settings on the card that I've got. I mean, I would have thought that the best Elgato card you could get would be the 60 Pro that connects straight obviously to your motherboard. But this one plugs in with a USB-C into the back, so yeah, that'll work. But this will do it up to 144 hertz. So, but it's, I mean, according to NVIDIA, it's to do with the resolution size that I'm trying to capture, and it's like, well, I don't want to capture that amount of size screen. I want to capture one screen, but if it won't clone, I can't get it to acknowledge it exists. Some people use a splitter, but that then drops my FPS to 60 across all the screens. Well, 60 is no good for me for racing. I mean, racing's fine. I can I can do it in what they call narrative view, and that will actually project it beautifully across all 3 screens. Same as Flight Sim, I can do in 3 screens. It's only ETS, and it's a choice of stopping streaming ETS, which, you know, I do enjoy playing and streaming, or play it like this. And I'm going to be honest, I cannot be asked to keep changing all the settings. To go from panoramic, you know, and I just wish they would offer that, so you can just project it across the 3 screens. You know, I mean, iRacing software is quite old. It's been around. It's you know, I think ETS's software game engine is most probably newer. I just wish they would offer it across triples. I can go in, I can set all the settings, everything like that, but you have to run it in obviously panoramic for it to actually work. I might be wrong, but as far as I'm aware, that's the only way to do it. If someone knows different, please tell me. But I'm watching people like Mark Armstrong playing ATS. He's using the capture card, and he's running the same size screens as myself, I believe. I think they're 55. His might even be now 65, so I don't know if he's got a bit bigger or not. So there's obviously a way to do it. I just don't know how they're doing it. I'm just going to take this bend here. I am going to quickly pop to the facilities and have a quick run out once I get up here. He's running 65-inch screens, yeah, so 10 inches bigger than mine. There's no way to get hold of him, to message him. I mean, I'm going to be honest and go, I'll watch him, but why is this guy just stopped? But I'm not going to sort of go into his stream and start asking him 50 million questions, because I'd rather be able to just DM him privately. And just you know, pick his brains for 5 minutes, because I have no idea. I've got absolutely no idea how he's got it to work. But right, I will be back momentarily. I won't be long. Just got to run down the hallway, and I will be back. Okay, let's try this and see if it works. If it breaks, shout. Hello, I'm back. While I was there, I thought I'd just have a look. We have that. So it's plug and play, a super speed game capture device. I haven't got my other glasses on, so if you can read it, then tell me what it says in chat. It worked all right, did it, Jane? That's because I had people teaching me how to do it. If it's, you know, I'm not going to be funny, but someone should actually do a decent bloody video of that, of how it was explained and shown to me. Because a lot of these people, you try and watch some of these YouTube videos. That's all right. I don't mind shouting, Jane. They're just, oh, you do this, you do this, you do that, and there you go. And you're like, what have you just done? Because you've gone from that to that, and they're going, oh yeah, you can download my whatever, and you can have it like this, and you're going, okay, that's cool, I'm up for it. But they don't actually show you the parts that, you know. So, you know, the bits where how do you get it from your file and then you actually upload it, you know, into the dashboard. Say what again, Jane? What do you want me to say? Sausages. Maybe I turned my mic down a bit far. About how you get all the different screens up. So a lot of I didn't find a decent video that really explained how you done it, what Lanny in that was doing. There was, yeah, that's like Lanny in that showed me how to do it, and it was just like, oh, okay, yeah. But it's super easy once you know how to do it. But I have got to get better at it. I need to understand like editing and stuff next. I mean, that'll be my next one. Start editing some of the live. I've got to put a bigger memory in that streaming PC. I'm going to stick like an 8 or something terabyte drive in it. So when I'm doing a race, I'll be able to record it, edit it, and then stick it up on you know, wherever. On some of these videos, they go too bloody fast, and they're just wrong, innit? And they skip out steps, you know. I mean, when I went to school, I did. We've just got BBC B computers. Some of you out there will have no idea what that is. Some of us, you know. And some of us chose not to. Semi-dark ages. It was the dark ages. It was blimmin' fantastic as well. And also, we chose not to stay indoors. We chose to go outside on our BMXs and do stupid things. What I should have done was stayed indoors, played with a computer, and most probably been a damn sight better off. Definitely have a lot less scars. You're not much older than me, though, Jane. It's not a massive amount. And so are you, Smiley. You're not that much older than me. So, there is an incoming ad break, according to my little screen up there, in 1 minute and 34 seconds. What I need to do is put a thing that will actually put it up in chat, so it'll actually come and inform you that it's incoming. Awful thing. Don't have Streamlabs, that's it then. Stream Elements I'm using. It'll obviously be in there. No, I'm not over that yet. No, I didn't realise you're not. Are you that? Bloody hell, mate. Crikey. Did they... I reckon you're all on adverts right now. Ad break in progress. We'll be back in 50 seconds. I'll take this opportunity to apologise regarding that. Well, I'd take that, mate, if they reckon you look 55. So technically, you've officially retired then, have you? Is that right? It is 65, isn't it? Jane, love it. Need to try some varifocal lenses though. So I'm trying to put off the trip to Specsavers. I've got to go... I don't know if it's this January or not. Because of obviously driving for a living, I'm actually legally required to have an eye test every... I think it's every 2 years, they said. It's funny, me and Cal were talking the other day, and she was like, "Should we just sell up and just go? That's it. Off we trottle, like, you know. Just sell everything, just gone." And I said, well. I said, part of me thinks that would be quite good fun. But I said, I think we need, you know, my idea is you need to keep somewhere because you can't go travelling forever. You need somewhere to come back to. If you've blown everything, then, you know, I've had a few friends that their idea of doing it is we are just going to go travelling. We're going to spend absolutely everything till they've got nothing left, and then literally come back and say, well, house us. I suppose they will. I don't know. I have no idea on that. but I'm not that way inclined. So I have said about, well, I suppose we could get some, you know, a little bungalow somewhere and rent it out till we need it, or sell the other cut the flat. I said, because I said I don't want to end up living in a flat. So I certainly would sell this place. I wouldn't keep this. I mean, I'd certainly never want to rent it out. We can get a good price for it, but I don't know. I wouldn't like the idea of someone else here. I've got to turn that fucking thing off. Can you remember how I turned it on, Jane? The thing about, I don't know, the security something or other. I did have a look for it earlier. This poor old ghoul got timed out about 3 times with it. If not, I'll Google it afterwards. It's only 26 minutes left on this job. Yeah, I don't know what the length is, but I need it to go and do one, like, you know. It's in one of the bloody settings. But it can jolly well go off and play with its hockey stick somewhere. Because it really does do my nut in that. I didn't have any kind of moderating security, if you know what I mean. So it decided, yes, that's a good idea, let's put it on its lowest setting. But why the hell it wants to limit the length of someone's comment? I mean, but then don't it's made me sound old now, doesn't it? Don't the kids of the day, they don't actually write sentences, do they? They write like, hi, I am sending you a message. You know, worried that I'm outside next message, in the real next message world. Does my head in when the kids message me, because it's like ting 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 ting, and you're like, Jesus Christ, just put it in one message. Oh, here we go, look, bit of daylight. Look at that beautiful sunrise over there on the right. That's beautiful. We've got a nice bit of mist, you know, through the rain haze or whatever it is. That's quite pretty. That looks nice to me. I hope it looks as good for you. All right, mate. I will have a little look-see in about 25 minutes. I'm sure I'll eventually get all this streaming malarkey sorted out. I mean, I haven't even been back at it for a week yet, have I? Don't think. Maybe a week now. But yeah, a little bit disappointed to say, you know, let's try this one. I think we're going this way. You know, about the Stream Deck Plus that's up in Norwich, but that's too far for me to go for it. What's Norwich? Norwich for me is 5.5 hours. It's a little bit far. And the guy don't. I get the fact he doesn't want to post it. And I did say to him, I said, look, mate, just chuck it up on one of the other sites that covers all of that, does it all. Stick it up, send me the item number. I said, bang, it's done. I said, I'll pay you what you want for it. I'm not quibbling about the price. But, yeah, unfortunately, it's just one of them things. Yeah, but he would have to go outside, bless him, you know. I don't know how he would feel about doing that. I mean, I could ask him. He does live that way, doesn't he? I know he does. You know, I wouldn't want anyone. I wouldn't want him to do it and feel like I'm putting upon him. Yeah. So. I mean, I would. You know. I mean, all joking aside, I would trust GD with the money. Absolutely. But I wouldn't feel comfortable about him having to go and turn up to a complete stranger's house and get something. Then he'd have to post it to me, so I pay. You know, but I think it's just down to the guy. Like, you know, I just said, look, chuck it up there. I'll buy it straight off. Like, you know, it ain't going to cost you nothing. I said, stick it up for. I said, if you want, I said, you can stick it up for another tenner, mate. I said, that'll cover your fees and whatever else if you've got them. Oh no! I'll just wait for some whatever. I mean, I had a guy message me because I'm selling the GT Omega office chair. I haven't got it up for a lot of money at all. They're not cheap, but I don't need it anymore. And this person said, would you take anything less for it? And I went, well, not really. I said, if you go and look at what they cost new, I said, I think you're getting it at a really fair price. And then the next reply was, they sent me an offer. And I was just like, declined. And they put, okay, thanks. And it was like, well, if you actually go and Google the price of a gaming chair, it's less money than you could buy a very low quality gaming chair. And the other half was just like, she says, no. She said, you're not going to let it go for that. I said, no, I'm not. So I can see it at the moment going down in the go down in the garage, like, you know. It's so why did something just bleep then? Have I missed something? It went ding ding. Oh, I can see, yes. That switched off. Okay. Glad we got that cruise control set, because I reckon I'd be overrunning going down here. And we don't want race miles. What I should have done was put my earbuds in, shouldn't I? Instead of wearing these bloody great things on my ears. The police. To Prague. Okay, get round a roundabout here, right? Each other. Bless. So I've got to turn the steering wheel rotation down a little bit more. Still not quite synced with this. I might change the Fanatec settings and take it off of automatic and actually just set it for the same, set it for a resolution. I set the set distance or whatever, revolutions, I should say, revolutions, instead of just trying to guess with it. the other one, and it doesn't say that I'm actually live over there. So you just have to. I'm gonna have to get some information on that and work that out. So, most probably find I'm not allowed to go live yet or something. They have to look at it. Yeah. I don't see the point of why have a live chat if you're actually not down as being live. Oh, well, that explains that then. So I don't need to bother keep watching that. Because obviously it's not going to do jack shit, is it? Because, well, it can. Because I'm not, according to that, I'm not live there. So. Obviously something is not connected right. Oh, piss off, keep slowing down, you prick. Should just shunt you up the road in a minute. Reconnect Europe, do you? Nice. Van der Rijk. Good Dutch company. Very good Dutch company. Berlin is on the board. I've not been paying much attention, but that is the first sign. I suppose it's about right. It's about 140 k's to go. Another part of me wonders about this clicking noise occasionally. I see the screen jutter and go. I wonder if it's trucky. And at the times are done. It's such a useful tool, trucky, but I know a lot of people do have issues with it. $35 gigs. Stop slouching. Sit up properly. Oh, welcome to Berlin. Hello, Slow. How are you, mate? Yeah. You come in just at the end, I'm afraid, mate. But thank you for popping in, me, mate. Yeah. Well, that's good to know, mate. It's good to know. Yeah. Just done a little run from Duress, where we finished last night, up to no, I'm coming off here, up to Berlin. I'm gonna get here, drop this job, open the box up, look at that capture card, put it somewhere. I've done that. Quick butchers of that. Unplug my other capture card, plug that one in, let it break the whole screen setup again, put it all back in the box, and then just post. I can most probably post it back by tomorrow. If it works, I'll be blown away. But honestly, thoughts of whether this will actually work or not, I would say less than 1%. That's how confident I am in it. Last time I went to Germany IRL, I was taking a pipe lining machine for what was the Eastern Bloc. Yeah, it's I don't know, some weirdy kind of special trailered machine on a low loader, and it pla- it would push a plastic liner up inside the water mains, because all the water mains were completely, well, degrading. Yeah, because there's a lot of that, these cobbled bits, and I ended up, well, where I ended up was the centre. It obviously weighed a lot, and a tram was coming, and I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, Mr. Tram Driver, and he's getting funny. Then the police turned up, and it's quite funny. The tram driver was causing absolute mayhem. Me stuck there, and I'm like, well, this is where I've been told to go. It was a complete balls up, and this tram driver says, I could ram you out of the way. And I said, how much does your tram weigh? He, he was like, he says, I weigh this or whatever it was. And I can always remember at the time going, I weigh double what you are at the moment, mate. So why don't you just go away? The police were then like, no, you can't stop here. I said, well, I know that, but where am I meant to go? And this copper had to take me. This police officer ended up having to take me in. The agent who was doing the job got bollocked because I should have never been there. And that's a good laugh. But, yeah, certainly got it wrong. Right, let us get good work. It's better than I was expecting, really. What do we get for that? 1,100 miles. So that's a little bit more for the VTC. If there is a convoy tomorrow, I may well do it. Because I am going to sort out my TMP account once I've completely bodged all my screens up. And yeah, anyway, don't need to be negative about it. I should be optimistic, shouldn't I? I should be more optimistic that it's going to work, but yeah. But I would like to thank you all very, very, very much for being in here, putting up with my waffling and crap and everything else. Yes, Jane, I know. I should be, but not the first time I've tried. So, but you know. So thank you all very much. I'm going to put you on my nice shiny end screen. I suppose I could look to see about being a professional streamer, and see whether or not a raid is possible. This is why I need all of this on one computer. Well, I wouldn't do that because that person's playing in VR, and I don't know if any of you have ever watched that. I'm going to send you over to Bats Peak 420. So, thanks very much, you lovely lot, and I will catch you all most probably tomorrow. So, cheers for being in. You've all been stars, and the raid is started. So, be nice. Let him know that you've from me, and that'd be cool. So, it says 2 seconds, 1 second. Catch you later, everyone. Bye bye.
Oh, this petrol station ain't got nowhere to sleep, has it? Oh, no, don't say that. Can I? I can't even rest here, can I? Oh, nah. Where's the next? The next rest point I can do is where I've got to go. No, it's not. So if I carry on, if I just carried on down the bloody motorway,
I just stream for fun. I don't really want to.
You don't want to do it full time, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't want to. I just stream for fun. Okay, an error keeps occurring while connecting to your
cheers
session.
for the raid,
so
man. Sorry, I got.
Experiencing technical.
I'm just focused on trying to find some rest. Didn't see the messages, but. One Tomo. Cheers, bud. Yeah, I know I'm getting tired. I can't help it. So, how are you doing then, One Tomo?
It won't let me go into your server.
What do you mean?
It says there's like won't let me. Pops up with an error message basically.
Have you put a password in?
Yeah.
Refresh it, because I started a new one. That could be a reason. I started a new one.
Probably.
I need to find rest, man. It's gonna find me a lot of money. I'll have no money left. Which way have I got to go? Not that way, but I've got to go that way. It sounds like Iron Maiden.
Thanks, but I already have a logo creator.
Who's that? Me.
You.
Yeah, I'm
You
the
create the logos.
I'm the Spechead logo creator. Yeah. And you, man. Cheers for everything, bro. I hope you have a good night, man.